Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. Last episode, we found out about the way they could kill Nekomaru and other things. And now we're back with Nagito. Let's ignore the peanut gallery for now. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru.
The number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Exactly. Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
No?
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Okay.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Yeah.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Yeah, he's talking about that.
Alarm?
Yep.
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off.
It did.
Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Kinda.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
You didn't have...
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell? Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Nagito himself. As far as we know... He doesn't have an alibi.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yep.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
Yeah.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
He was in his room.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Holy shit!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Because he didn't hear it.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Yep. Couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
No. Get over the room.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Because they had the room, huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
And that puts another person as a prime suspect. We have 4 of these rooms. One of them was out there. Why was he out there if all other 3 of them didn't hear it?
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the 3 of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. Secret is what these 3 have in common. This also be the secret point to the kill? Yep. Hangman's Gambit. Deluxe rooms. Simple. They have the good room, so they can't hear it because the proofing is everything. Great.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Guest rooms are divided up by great quality. You're right. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-and-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
Because of the soundproofing.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation.
Exactly.
You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Oh, that hurt.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Because he was outside.
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Yeah. Somehow I feel I understand what Nagito means. Killer among us. Killer who murdered Nekomaru is Gundam.
You're the only one!
Because he had the deluxe room as well.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
Yep.
That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Yeah.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
Me?
Because you were outside.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
Right.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
Yep.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Exactly.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Right.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
True.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Exactly.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
Exactly.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
True.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
Yes.
And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
But they couldn't do it because Fuyuhiko was
Which
there.
means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Yeah.
Just like us.
Yes.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Yeah.
Because I was in the lounge.
Yes, Fuyuhiko, you fucked him over.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room.
and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This rush is it's louder than the supreme ruler of the Netherworld bellowing for his sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
Good.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Yeah.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
Exactly.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Exactly.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
No, he doesn't have to say anything.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
10.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
Yep.
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Yeah, he's clearly the
At the
murderer.
time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
Nah.
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Yep.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
Nah.
I see. You're still holding out.
Yep.
Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
Yep.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Okay.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime,
Oh.
this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Whoa.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Okay, Nagito, now you're going.
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce.
What?
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
What?
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you.
Yeah.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
Yep. That's true.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Seems so.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Okay.
Ah, you said opening act again!
He's-
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Yep.
Gundam!
He's the...
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption.
You're the
In
killer.
fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
Yeah.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
Not exactly correct, because we have somebody who can...
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
No, it's not.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
No, you're... Kazuchi, sorry. I dislike you, and you're being retarded again.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Oh, we can. Well, that's wrong. Something is obviously wrong. That's when a contradiction is wrong. No such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Okay. Let's see.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Yeah, it has to be that one.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that the following...
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you... Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was... Your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was
It
at Strawberry
should be the
there's no
secret
question that the-
It
passageway.
would have been different if...
Or if there was a secret...
How much longer do you plan to... Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel between the two houses.
That is it. Yeah,
No, that's wrong.
exactly. It's the secret passageway.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Exactly.
Such a method does not exist.
It does, because Nagito used it.
And why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
And it's Nagito.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Exactly. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Yeah.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Exactly.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, You can pass through it as many times as you want.
Okay.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Yeah.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
What the fuck?
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. And we're gonna stop right here. So, next episode we hopefully end this freaking trial and finally show Gundam his errors. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye!